What's up guys, it's Billy, your WildReefKeeper, and today is the much awaited day where I get to move the old tank into the new tank. So we've got everything pretty dialed in and stable. The test coral I put in there last night were these mushrooms and the alveopora, which is in a little more current than it's used to right now. I have to dial all that in today, but we are ready to move things. We've got our sump mostly running. The only thing I don't have connected is the clear water algae scrubber, which I'm going to do this week. This closet has been a ongoing work in progress. The algae scrubber will actually mount right here on that shelf. Got my UV sterilizer here. I'm waiting on a few extension cables so that I can set up my ATO from downstairs, and a few extension cables so I can close those doors and have everything look neat. We've got all of our dosers up here. This is the Rhodey for downstairs, and then the dual reactor, which I'm using just carbon in there right now, and that's being run from the tank's manifold. We've got the reef mats. I've got one manifold here. Two of those L2s there are returns. One of them's running the manifold. The manifold's running the skimmer, the reactor, and the UV. I've got another manifold over here that is running the chiller, which is down in the basement, so that's going down there, and the return coming back up. And then the other side of that is going to be running the algae scrubber, which we'll install this week. This is from the vat downstairs, so this is my freshwater or saltwater return for water changes. And as soon as the extension cables come in for this Neptune, the Neptune auto top off is actually rated to push water up to 14 feet. I think I'm 16 up here. So we're gonna test that out and hopefully that works. If not, I'm gonna have to figure out another top off, like program that Mobius to the Neptune to use the big L2 to pump it up. So that's it. We'll be filling this tank today. One more thing I have up there, I've got a UV sterilizer up there up top for the air quality. It's a HEPA filter UV sterilizer. So yeah, this should be pretty happy setup for these coral. So I'm here at the old house. This is the last time you'll see this tank running. Getting ready to move everything out. What I'm going to be doing is utilizing the Yeti coolers. I have 3 compartments with 3 different bags here. I've got a ton of gallon Ziploc bags, and I'm just gonna piece by piece kind of start shoving things in there. Probably make 2 trips, I'm thinking. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. All right, so I'm ready to make my first run. I'll have to come back for these guys. Of course, you know, some fish, it's gonna be easier to get out of there once the rock's out. This guy's empty. I have large animals on the right, and then we're pretty much just all individually bagged in here. So I'm ready to hit the road, and I will be back here for the second and final batch. All right, so trip 1 down. I've got the precious cargo loaded, and we're gonna get this acclimating. All right, so here we are. I've got everything temperature acclimating. Whoops, that bag kind of drifted down and it's doing its thing. I know the water from my old tank is safe, so I'm gonna let some of that water out in there just to help seed and keep the corals happy. Whew, been waiting for this day for a long time. So nervous. But yeah. I'm probably just gonna plant everything in the sand. That'll give me a couple days, maybe a week to kind of figure out planting. This guy's gonna move my hairy mushroom colonies going there. I'm going to do the torches here so that when you come up to the top of the stairs, you have some movement. And then I have so much sand space, which I never had in the other tank. I'm just going to plant everything in the sand and take my time to make sure I'm happy with the layout. So stay tuned. Cannot wait. All right, so it has been a long day. Everything is finally in the tank. I've gone ahead and given it a very heavy feeding because this is all my nitrate and phosphate, of course, are 0. It's a fresh environment. All of the animals are in. Sorry, this is pretty cloudy right now, but I'm gonna take a few days to plant everything where I want it. It's just planted in the sand right now. So I'll be giving you updates. And yeah, that's it for today. The big move is done. Everything looks pretty stable in the tank. I just need to deuce it up and get some nitrate in there. So stay tuned for the planting and more content to come. This move has been incredible.